I saved a patient from being coded the other day by catching something that could have been avoided, so let's talk about it. So I was working bedside in the ICU, and my neighboring nurse had to run their patient to somewhere else. And so they asked if I could listen out for their patient that was in the ICU, which is a very normal, common thing if you're a nurse, right? Like, we have to go to lunch, we have to take our patient to a CT scan, we have to take our patient to another floor. Hey, can you keep an ear out for my patient that's still here? That nurse left with their patient. I was, listening out, keeping an ear out, and I hear some alarms going off in my neighbor patient's room. The patient's blood pressure was 70/50, so that was alarming. And then the IV pump was also screaming at me, air in line. And if you're an ICU nurse, you can probably already guess where I'm going with this. One of the patient's vasopressors ran completely dry. I quickly ran, got a new bag, reprimed a line, hung it. We got the patient's blood pressure stabilized. However, this whole thing could have been avoided if the volume that was inputted into the patient's pump was correctly inputted. Whoever programmed the pump put the wrong volume, and so the entire bag ran through versus allowing for that little bit of volume to be left in the bag to give you kind of a heads up before something runs completely dry. And so it's always a good reminder to, one, make sure you're programming your volumes correctly, and two, to double check your pump's volumes at the beginning of your shift, as well as if you're going to leave the unit, double check your IV pump so that way you're not putting your neighboring nurse in a situation. Luckily, it was caught, it was fixed. The nurse was like, oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. It was a good learning lesson. All was well. And you know what? Things do happen. We are humans. Humans make mistakes. But it still was a really, really good reminder and a good teaching moment, which is why I wanted to share it with you guys.